Hello teammates and welcome to ZenLeaf. Today we are exploring the very foundation of all tea, green tea. Think of green tea as the light roast of the tea world, just like light roast coffee. It undergoes minimal processing to strip away bitterness while locking in the raw, original essence of the leaf. But this simplicity is the result of 3,000-year evolution, a journey from a life-saving medicine to a global icon. Let's go beyond the leaf. Our discovery begins with a legend, Shen Nong, the divine farmer and father of Chinese medicine, testing wild herbs. One day, he accidentally consumed a poisonous plant. As he lay dying, a few leaves drifted into his mouth. He chewed them, and the toxins was neutralized. That leaf was Tu, the ancient name of the tea. During the Shang and Zhou dynasty, which is around 4,500 years ago, tea wasn't a drink, it was a powerful medicine or a bitter vegetable cooked into ritual stews. In the Han Dynasty, tea entered its teenage years, massive and heavy. People didn't steep tea back then, they cooked it like a soup. Imagine a cauldron where tea leaves were mixed with a ginger, green onions, dates, orange peels, and even salt. It was a savory, herbal tonic designed to awaken the body. But a massive milestone happened in the mountains of Sichuan. A man named Wu Lizhen planted the first 7 tea trees by hand on Mountain Meng. For the first time, tea moved from wild scavenging to organized farming. We even have records like the contract for youth, proving that by the Han Dynasty, tea was a valuable commodity bought and sold in specialized market. By the Tang Dynasty, tea popularity exploded, but they faced a problem: how to transport freshness across a vast empire. The answer was steaming. Steaming technology took shape using the zhen, a bamboo steamer over boiling water. At a constant 100 centigrade, the steam fixed the leaves, locking in the Sha Qing and the vibrant green color. While the leaves were still hot and soft from the steam, they were put into a mortar and pounded. But they didn't grind them into a liquid. They just bruised the leaves enough to release their natural juices and pectins, making them sticky. Then, these softened leaves were pressed into iron molds called gui. These compressed cakes were then slow roasted until rock solid, creating the legendary bingcha, or tea cakes. A standard Tang tea cake was roughly 12 to 15 centimeters wide, and which is weighed about 330 grams. The tea sage Lu Yu perfected the jiancha method. You toast the cake, grind it, and boil in a cauldron, adding a pinch of salt during the first boil to balance the bitterness. It was a thick, umami experience, the ultimate status symbols for rose and Zen monks. In the Song Dynasty, tea broke out the palace and hit the streets. This was the era of the citizen class, while the athlete practiced the elegant art of diancha, whisking fine powder into a white froth. The common people developed leicha. They pounded tea with ginger, sesame, and toasted nuts to create a nutritious meal in a bowl. But the silent revolution was happening, which is iron. During the Song, China's iron industry peaked. High-quality cast iron works became common in every household. While the mainstream was still steaming tea, ordinary people started an underground experiment, pan firing. They realized that toasting leaves in a hot iron wok created a nutty, toasty aroma. The seeds of modern green tea were planted in these simple iron pans. The ultimate turning point came in year 1391. Emperor Zhu Yuanzhang, the peasant emperor, issued a decree that changed history. He banned the production of tea cakes for social justice. Zhu Yuanzhang knew that making intricate tea cakes was a grueling burden on farmers. He abolished the cakes to liberate the laborers, forcing the nation to shift to loose-leaf tea. This shift demanded a new process to preserve flavor. First, using ironworks at 140 centigrade to 160 centigrade, tea masters used their bare hands to flash fry leaves for 2 to 3 minutes. This created a Maillard reaction, giving us the toasty nut aroma. Second, the cooling. After the hot work, leaves were immediately spread on bamboo mats. This prevents the caloric from breaking down, keeping the tea green instead of yellow. Third, the storage. They developed the Longjing method. They placed tea in porcelain jars with bags of quicklime at the bottom to suck away moisture, keeping it fresh for 12 months. With the death of tea cakes, the way we drink tea changed forever. We stopped boiling and started steeping. Ming tea lovers moved away from heavy cauldron and salt. They started using small teapots or bowls, pouring hot water directly over the loose leaf. This was the birth of the clear drinking, or Qingyin. For the first time, people could see the leaves dance in the water and taste the pure, unadulterated fragrance of the mountain. This is exactly how most of us drink tea today. By the Qing dynasty, green tea became an art of shapes. The 3 legendary brands emerged, each representing a unique balance of geography and craft. First, West Lake Longjing, grown in the misty hills of Hangzhou, Zhejiang, especially during the pre-Qingming season. It is famous for its full perfection: green color, flat shape, sweet fragrance, and smooth taste. Masters use a specialized hand-pressing technique in the work to make the leaves flat and spear-like. It is known for a distinct toasty chestnut or bean-like aroma with a refreshing, brisky finish. Second, Huangshan Maofeng, or Yellow Mountain Fir Pig, hailing from the high altitudes of Huangshan, Anhui, peaked when the first buds sprout in early spring. Unlike Longjing, Maofeng is rolled into a slightly curved, needle shape covered in tiny silver hairs. It is often used a mix of baking and stir-frying. It is the gentlest of the 3, offering a clean floral fragrance, almost like a fresh orchid, with a very smooth, sweet aftertaste. Third, Biluochun, produced in the Dongting Mountains on Jiangsu, where tea trees are interplanted with fruit trees like peach. Picked at the very tiny, bird-hairy stage, it is hand-rolled into tight spirals that look like tiny green snails. Because of the fruit trees, it carries a unique fruity floral scent. It is incredibly intense and fragrant, so much so that its original name was Scary Fragrance, before the Kangxi Emperor gave it its elegant modern name. Today, science explains what the masters knew: why 80 centigrade water produced that decline amino acids, and why Wacom package is just a modern version of Ming Longjing. So next time you take a sip, remember you are drinking a revolution. A peasant emperor's decree, a tea master's bare hands in a 160 centigrade work, and 3,000 years of ingenuity. Which era fascination you most? Let me know in the comments. This is all for today. If you like it, keep watching, keep subscribing. More videos will come in soon.